The Olympic Peninsula Humane Society is a local nonprofit, so we're not associated with any national organization. It was started in 1947 in Port Angeles. So this one actually we're celebrating 70th anniversary this year. So it's been in the community for a very long time. Our old facility was very small. We had been in it 60 years, so it was small, cramped, smelly. We couldn't expand programs like we wanted to, so coming out here where we have 9 acres, we have a brand new building called the Bark House that we have for the dogs, and then we've utilized some existing buildings for cats and administration. It's worked beautifully. We just feel so fortunate to be here in a great space. There's walking trails back in the trees where people can take dogs out for a walk, and it's great for people, it's great for the animals. Yeah, we rely a lot on donations, and they are tax deductible. We get lots of donations every week, every day we get something. That's what helps keep us going. The things that you use in your home, paper towels and bleach and laundry, detergent, things like that, we use 3 or 4 times as much here. Pretty much anything you can think of. Blankets, we go through a ton of them, toys, treats, all of that. We take in any domestic animal, so no wildlife at all, but typically, the majority of our animals are dogs, cats. We also have had birds and snakes and fish and lizards, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs, chickens. We had a goat not too long ago. So pretty much anything you can think of that's not a wild animal we've taken in. Yeah, if they are behaviorally and medically okay, then yeah, we adopt them out. There is no fee to surrender an animal. We think that it's hard enough for people to have to surrender an animal, but then on top of that to charge them to surrender, we just don't feel like that's the right thing to do. If the person is surrendering an animal, let us know. If it is your owned animal, let us know something about the animal, because that helps us find a new adopter if we know a little bit more about it. But they fill out paperwork, it's a pretty quick process, and then if it's a dog, it's moved down to the Bark House, and if it's a cat, it's moved into Kitty City, and they're held in areas that are not in the public area for at least a few days, so we can try to see if there's any medical issues or behavioral issues that we need to be aware of. We often transfer animals to other shelters or humane societies in more populated areas because we're pretty remote where we are. So if we have, for instance, a lot of cats or a lot of kittens, we will partner with other shelters in the Seattle area and transfer animals. Puppies are $250, and that includes their spay or neuter, a health check from a local vet, rabies vaccine, their first vaccines typically they would have here, a microchip, and then puppy socialization classes. So it's a really good deal. Adult dogs are $150, includes all the same stuff except for the puppy socialization classes. So on the cat side, kittens are $100 and adult cats are $50, and then if we have senior cats, they can be as low as $10. So it just kind of depends on how old the animal is. We take in about 1,500 animals a year, And so, you know, of those, we adopt out a fairly high percentage of them or transfer out. You know, there's all different avenues to get them out of this environment, out of a shelter environment, and into a home or into a rescue, and, you know, someplace where they're going to be adopted. We have a lot of shelters that we partner with, and specific rescues that we partner with. We partner with Kitsap Humane Society, which is in Silverdale, the Seattle Humane Society. There's a group called Noah, which just takes in animals from shelters and adopts them out. Old Dog Haven specializes in old dogs, and they help us out a lot. So there's a lot of really specific groups that we've developed relationships with, and they help us out a lot. We work with Spay to Save and help with them. Sometimes we do some of their spays and neuters. But that's really important in our world, is that, you know, animals are spayed and neutered, and so yeah, we do help with that. I don't know what our average length of stay is, but it, you know, if it's a healthy dog or cat that is pretty well socialized and, you know, doesn't have a lot of issues as far as behavior or medical issues, they will stay here a week or two maybe. If they're older or if they have some issues, then it can be longer. So we try really hard to transfer them out if we need to, or to find other avenues for getting them out of the shelter. Our goal isn't to collect animals. We want to get them into homes. We have a real need for foster volunteers, and those, particularly during kitten season, when we start getting in lots and lots of kittens, and it's typically better to get them out of the shelter and into a home environment when they're tiny, so that they're not exposed to any illness. So we have a foster application, one for cats, one for dogs. People fill that out and just let us know that they're interested. It helps to be a volunteer and to work in the areas so that the staff kind of gets to know you and how you are around the animals. It can be stressful to have, you know, tiny kittens or puppies and they get sick or weird things happen. So just to kind of know how people are going to handle that kind of stuff. But yeah, we always need foster volunteers. The biggest event that we do, we actually just held it 2 weeks ago. It's called Meowgaritas and Mutts, and we just had the 5th anniversary of that event, and we raised a little over $130,000. So that is like our signature event. It's a big dinner auction. It's really fun. People have a great time. And then throughout the year we do smaller events. Currently I think we have 33 dogs right now, which does not include 14 puppies that are in foster care. And cats, we have 65 last I saw. It's funny because that can change. I went out and ran some errands and we could have taken in, 3 dogs and 10 cats, who knows, because it's like that. Yesterday we took in 3 dogs in a half hour. You just never ever know what a day's going to bring.